Hi, this is Jody. Welcome back to my channel. So this video, I did a craft room or reorganization, after this past year, since I started junk journaling. So my room just kind of looked like a chaotic mess. So anyways, I'm going to take you on a little tour of my reorganized craft room. It's not very big. It is maybe 9 foot by 10 foot or 11. Not very big. So anyways, what I wanted to do is I made an entire wall of nothing but what I call my library. So it is, let me see if I can zoom out here. Oops, oh yeah, I'm already zoomed out. So I got these shelving units from, big box retailer, like Home Depot, Menards. And then this little metal shelf here, I had already had in my arsenal. So what I did is, so here, I just repainted this shelf. It was a metal one, and I repainted it a cool, like a robin's egg blue. So here I store my small books. So these are all of my, small vintage books, small little tiny books, and then little golden books, and then the children's collection books that I have, and then other vintage books, and then my supply of binder books, vintage. I have a little, this is funny, but this is like actually a toilet paper holder, and so I used it for putting in rolls of, this is contact paper and some clear paper. Okay, so then I'll start with the top. So on the top, I did, so I created a big old tub of nothing but all of my ribbons, so it was easy to get to. Over here is my very old dictionary and some encyclopedias. These are just some odds and ends of things, and a whole stack of Time Life vintage stuff. Okay, so then I made my shelving categorized. So this is basically all of my vintage books, child crafts, popular mechanics, that type of thing. Over here I have all types of flowers and that type of thing. This shelf is, as you know, I do a lot of nature books. This is all my vintage nature books, and then some small ones. And then down here, you've probably seen my videos where I do retro cookbooks. So this is my cookbook shelf. And then on the very bottom shelf, this is my Christmas. And then this is a small collection of Easter. Then on this side is just general vintage books, Reader's Digest, some additional vintage books, and then I have 2 shelves of children's, all vintage, and then a bottom shelf of vintage. So that's my collection. And then on my back wall here is my very old collection of books. Okay, then then I will show you my setup for all of my papers and whatnot. So I have another storage rack. Top shelf is all my scrapbooking paper, which is all thrift, find it, and garage sale found. So none of it is store-bought. Here's the tubs all organized with all my stamps according to nature, wording, children's, etc. Flowers, nature. Then I have two little things full of all of my like smallies, I call them, small items, cards, just all types of small things. And then I have cigar boxes that I have labeled all of my fussy cut, so this is words, get it open here with one hand. So these are all fussy cut words. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. All my fussy cut small ephemera. And then I have in these little tiny, little wooden, these are all my very micro tiny little tear outs of ephemera. And then there's a little bit larger, it's a tray, and then another tray of other type. All organized, and then all in these little cigar boxes. So I like how I have that. This is my grommets. And then in this one, this is all of my large punches. Then I have small, medium, and large punches there. The next shelf is all, now all the rest of this stuff are things used to make the journals. So I have accordion type, what do you call them? File folders. It's accordion, so you can keep everything separated. So like I have my doilies, I have envelopes, different types of envelopes, different types of bags, greeting card papers, all the way back. So this is all of that type of stuff. And then this one, sorry, I have to pull the shelf out. This one is filled with all of my types of scrapbooking paper, cardstock, all different things like that. Sorry, I have to push that back. And then down here is all of my fussy cut. So here is like, what do you call them? Dress up doll. And then these are all fussy cut, all organized by nature, flowers. This is all fussy cut flowers. And they're all in these like clear envelopes. Here's food related, fussy cut. Everything in here is fussy cut. Here's vintage, children's, and so forth. And then there's pages, you know, like full-size pages out of vintage books and whatnot. So that's that one. And then on my bottom shelf this is my crate of materials. This bottom shelf is actually crates of the materials I use to make the books. So I have, can't remember what you call this stuff. Geez, like the post office. I can't think of what those things are called. Anyways, those are all refurbished ones. And then made them into my spines. Here's just more heavy-duty things, envelopes. Here's all of my heavy, you know, chipboards, all different types of stuff used for making journals. And then this one is all my clears recycled. Here's my clear photo. And then just more of those clear envelopes, and then some packaging material. Okay, then here, on this lower shelf, it's just a 2-shelfer. This is all papers that go inside the journal. So, switch hands here. So this is old vintage ledgers, all different types of papers. Some vellums, tea-dyed. Just, these are all thrifted items. None of this stuff I really bought. I mean, like, these are brand new, but I got them at a thrift store or garage sale. All of this stuff. So that's this one, and then here is more. This is just a little thing of like vintage papers, book pages. And then again, here is like poems, poetry, vintage books like this, soft cover anyways, old school book pages. Here's a typing, dress up coloring books, vintage crochet books, and then of course all of my music. Here's some old school music papers, and all this is all music stuff here. Here's some calendars. This is large type papers, and here's really like a real large ledger here. So that's all those. And then down here on my bottom shelf these are all my stickers. So I have a tub of nothing but stickers, except for these are two really old ledgers that just didn't fit up here. So then here's all of my stickers, all organized by letters, children, holiday, etc. And then put this back up. Sorry if I'm moving around way too fast. And then this tub is just odds and ends of things. Okay. And then, so then I have, let me get some view here. Then I have like a armoire. And up here, I have, this is a basket of nothing but my doilies. Here's how I store my fabric. I just roll it, put a rubber band in it, and it displays really nice, and I can easily look for what I need. And then in my armoire, kind of like a closet, I have these all set up onto spring-loaded curtain rods. And then here is all of my small ephemera, cards, all types of stuff. This shelf is nothing but ribbons and old, trims, stuff like that. I roll it all and put it on cardboard. So this whole shelf is nothing but those. And then my bottom is some of my book, emptied books, and then just odds and ends. And then in here are some shelves, nothing but all Christmas. And then here I'm going to show you this. This is kind of a cool thing. I'll show you this. So this is how I keep all of my little tiny things organized. This is this is like an electrician's case, and has a cover here. So this is how I keep track of like all of my little tiny objects, and I keep it really organized. And so I have 2 of them, and it has, the lid that snaps, and you can stand it up and nothing's gonna fall out, and I can keep it in my closet or in a drawer or whatever. So I have 2 of those. Those are wonderful. And then just more odds and ends of stuff, recipe boxes, my glues. Okay. And now my table craft room set up for my table. So I have an L shape. There's my door. Here's my table that I do all of my work on. So I have a 3-tiered stand, which I made, DIY. These are 3 of those metal shelves, platters. I chalk painted them, distressed them, and then these are actual candle holders here and here, and I E6000 them together. And so now I have a 3-layered workspace. So I keep my rulers here, and then I have my various paper clips, my tape, little rolls of my twine. Keep all of my clips here. And then on the back side of this is some small, just small tiny ephemera. And then some more paper clips and odds and ends. And then here I keep my bulb pins. Here's some more really small of the grommets. And then those are fishing lures. And then, so this is more DIY. I just love it. So this is actually a baking sheet. I kept upside down and drilled some legs in it. So now on my table, I have it lifted, you know, so this can be up here. But then I also like these little trays for keeping all of my items, small items that I'm working on currently. I can tuck it under. And then this is my DIY ephemera holder. So I keep it right here on my workspace. So I currently have my stamps that I'm using, small things. This is all stuff that I'm using right away. These are all of my fancy scissors, not fancy, but you know, cut scissors and things. And then here is, what do you call it? A turntable, rotisserie from Hobby Lobby. Got it at a garage sale. I made my own turntable down here. It's on ball bearings. And then this sits on top of it. So I have storage under here to keep my card, some punches, little things. And then this is my turntable that I use for constantly. It's just a matter of, I just spin it and I have everything I need at my fingertips. So that's great. My cutter sits here, and of course these are all of my glues and my utensils that I'm using right away. Here is another 3-tiered shelf. Let me see if I can back up far enough so you can see the whole thing. It's a 3-tiered shelf. Here I keep paintbrushes. This I made myself too. These are 2 round baking pans that have spring load pans, I think is what you call them. I took it apart and I put it on a candlestick, E6000 it, so I made myself some tiered, and then this is just one of those shelves that spin. So here I have access 360 where I can access all of my stuff at a quick fingertip. Here, I just love this tiny little 3-drawer shelving. I DIY'd it, painted it. It's for my really tiny items that I like to keep right at my fingertips. Blades, tags, daubers, little types of stuff. So that's all right here within my reach. This is my big cutting board. So this table here, I thrifted. I paid 14 bucks for it at a thrift store. And it's got like a wicker top to it, but it is wood. It's wood underneath, heavy. And it's metal. So I do my major cutting here on this. And then here's my sewing machine. Down here I put just a piece of wood down, so I had an extra shelf. This is my scoreboards, extra cutter. Here's all my little scrap that I want to reuse for collaging. This happens just to be a project that's in the works. Okay, then here, this is how I store my washi tape. So I just keep it in here. Everything's organized. I can see it all at one glance. Got this, I don't know, free, I think, at a garage sale. My long reach stapler. Then I have a drawer here of just miscellaneous stuff. Right behind me on my wall on the ledge is kind of my cardstock of, where I can just grab a real quick piece of a cardstock of 100 different colors. This IKEA storage bin. I love it because they're heavy duty. And then here is another ephemera holder. This one I didn't do anything to, but this is all of my finished ephemera, all my cards, tags, everything that's finished is here, and some envelopes. This is all finished stuff. And then you might recognize these. These are just Dollar Tree tins. So I keep all of my little scraps of ribbon and scraps of material and laces. So that's that. So that is my craft room. So I just wanted to give you a quick tour. It's all clean now, looks very nice. And so I just thought I'd share that with you, and now I can get back to work. All right, everyone have a great day, and have fun crafting. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.